idea for how I want to decorate my nails next time. And it involves something that I saw IBK do, and it reminded me of an impatient. So I'm going to try and make impatiens on my nails, 3D impatiens. So we're going to try it out on this nail first. To start that off, I'm going to wipe it with alcohol because I've been touching all over it and I want my polish to not split on it from oils. So I'm going to do that first. Okay, next I'm going to use my Born Pretty Nude Luster Gel. TS52. So I'm going to see if I need 1 or 2 coats. That's to be determined. So it looks like 2. Because it ain't 1. One's just too transparent. This is a milky jelly with glitter in it. And if you know anything about me, I love a nude with glitter. I've got it in Zyge, I've got it in Beetles, and now I have it in Born Pretty. It's not the same ones, but it shares similar traits. Now I'm going to be using this, which is very sticky. It even sticks to my silicone tools, but I just dip it in alcohol. In this video, you will see me use my hands with this. You should not use your hands. Do not be like me. I'm a bad girl, bad girl, okay? But I will be using this to make the flowers. It is clear, other than the little specks of whatever I've got in there. And I will be using this silicone tool that I got from, I want to say Temu. I have a pink one and I have a blue one. But I'll be using this one because pink is my favorite color. I'll be using my spatula to get the whatchamacallit out, the 3D sculpting gel. And then I will be using an old sticker sheet. It had I think a shipping label on it. I can't remember. But it's shiny right here, and it's that waxy stuff that you put a sticker on. So it's good to sculpt on. It doesn't stick to this. So that's how I'll be doing my flowers. Let's get our second coat on here. Because, I mean, no, good. I was thinking it might need a 3rd coat, and I was hoping not. And it does not. 2 coats is good to go. Like I said, it's a milky jelly, so. Look at that glitter. Yes. It's going to be a beautiful background for what I'm doing. That's hot. Okay. It levels out nicely too. So I'll cure that for 60 seconds and come back to you. Okay. While that's cooking, I'm going to make the balls for my flowers. Now, Impatient, I want to say it has 4 petals. We're doing ours with 4. I mean, I think it has 5 petals. We're doing ours with 4. So, first thing I'm going to do is get me a nice amount here. I'm going to use my hand because, let's face it, I shouldn't, but I'm going to. And I'm going to roll this into a log. I want to get at least 3.5 to 4 flowers on there. maybe 4.5. We'll see what I can fit on there and make it look okay. Now, I think that's a good log there. I'm not wiping the inhibition layer off of this, the sticky layer. I'm gonna use that so this sticks. And I'm gonna use my crud X-Acto knife. Jesus. And I'm gonna try and cut about the same size pieces. That's the goal. See how it's sticking? Just a metal sticking. This is sad. Never buying this one again. There's some alcohol on here. More alcohol because it's already sticking. More alcohol. Alright, let's see what we can do with this so far. Because once we form the flowers on here, we are gonna have to paint them. So now I'm going to wet this with alcohol, dab it off. So this self-levels pretty quickly. So we are gonna have to form a flower and then cure it, and so on and so forth. I forgot I can't pick these up yet. I have to form them into balls. They all look pretty symmetrical. So I'm going to start up here. And since there's 4, it should be easy to place. Now I'm going to wet it so that I can smash them down, push it towards the center. That's what you're going to do with all of these. Once you've got them all pushed towards the center, you want to keep them rounded. And you want to flatten out the insides of them. So stick your, let me wet it again. Stick your silicone tool down and just kind of roll it. I'm going to do that with all of them. Don't be like me and get this one. It sticks so easily. It's so irritating. You're gonna do this, like I said, you're gonna do the same with all of them. Push down towards the center and kind of roll to either side. Again, and roll to either side. Let's see, this one needs to come out some. Like I said, I want it rounded. Now, when you have it like this, ever so slightly, bring the very tip of it to a kind of point. like that. I'm trying to make it look as much like an impatient as possible, even though it only has the 4 petals and not 5. You just gotta, it's like a chubby petal with the teeniest, tiniest point. Like that. Now, like this in the middle, and hurry up and cure it because it's already self-leveling. Like, see, all this we cut, it's already back together already. This is not a good 3D sculpting gel at all. No stick. Yeah, it doesn't stick to your hand, but if you get it warm enough, yes, it will stick to your hand. It sticks to metal, for gosh sakes. So clearly I need to get me a, you know, I got some I want to say it's Macart. I got some Macart, what do they call their gel? I think I still have the container. I'll tell you what they call it. Yes, I do. This one. This is a good one. It doesn't stick to any of that crap. And it takes forever to level out. Now, that's all I have left of it. And see, it hasn't even leveled out in the container. It's still here. This doesn't stick to silicone. It doesn't stick to metal. It's perfect. So I'm gonna get me some more of the Macart 4-in-1 Glux gel. And get me some clear and some white. And then I'll have plenty of it. But my idea was to, you know, I want them big like that. And, you know, like part of one will be here, another whole one, part of one. You know what I mean. But yeah, I want it to look like you're an impatient. So now we're back to making balls. Since they've stuck together again, I gotta, so I guess 4 balls at a time is all you're gonna be able to do. No, that one's too small. Okey-doke. That's right, this one's gonna be partial. So we're gonna just put the 3 on here. And this is also where the X-Acto knife comes in, because where the other side of this petal is supposed to be, I'll just be cutting it off. So you're still gonna do the same thing. You move these in towards the center. Because they need to meet up. And I'm gonna wet my silicone tool, and I'm gonna roll it from side to side just like I did with the other one, and leave that hang off there. It's fine. You want that because it's coming off. This one, roll, roll. You're rolling with the shape of the silicone tool, so you're getting your petals where you want them. They roll out better that way. get our X-Acto knife, wet it a little bit. Your alcohol, and just cutting it right off. Now, that cut kind of gave this its point, kind of, not perfectly, but you're gonna, and you want the teeniest tiny point up here, tiniest. Gonna do the same with this one. And put your piece of circle right there. You can hear that. Now I'm gonna finish up the other flowers and I'll come back. All right, I've got all my flowers on there now. Now I need to paint them. You see, that one just really started settling. So I'm scared to see what it's actually gonna look like once I start painting it. But we're still gonna paint it. To paint with a Mud Gel by Vinalisa V41. It's white. Let's see. Impatiens come in different colors, all different colors. The pink and the purple are my favorite, but I think if we use the white, we can make them any color we want easily. So that's why I'm going with white. So, just gonna paint them just like so. And I Really BK did the same thing. She painted them white, and then she blotted in the middle orange and just left the flower white. I'm not leaving it white. She also didn't point the tips. I mean, she didn't invent the 3D flower, but it just reminded me of Impatiens, her doing those 4-leaf rounded ones. So that's why I decided to go with this. Doesn't take much to inspire. Not if you're good at it. And I Really BK is very good at it. I was watching her Mochi nail set. You need to watch it. I mean, it's so cute. So cute. I'm not very concerned with the sides. Like, it'll be okay if it doesn't touch the sides of the flower. They're not so 3D that I feel like that's gonna really make or break it. So I'm just trying to get my base coat of white on these. It's very hard to show people when you're sculpting with clear too. That's why I wanted to get a white Glux gel too, so when I'm sculpting on camera, I can use the white. It will help. You know, especially if you're gonna be painting over it with color. The white's also good too. Whatever color you use is really gonna pop. It's gonna be true to that color. That's Also why I'm using white on this. So whatever color I choose, it's definitely going to show. Don't worry, any of the nail that I hit that's not the 3D, I will be going back and cleaning it up before I cure. Yeah, this really settled a lot. Hopefully when we decorate it, it'll save it. I think I will try to get the sides. I don't think it will make or break it, but I don't think it'll hurt to try either. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect, especially on these sides. But this is what I'm thinking about putting on my nails, depending on how it turns out. Hopefully it turns out super pretty. And I think I'll use clay on my nails, because I won't have, you know, it's going to take longer to do it on my nails, especially my dominant hand. I'm not going to be able to move fast enough that it doesn't settle real quick on me. So I'll have to use clays. Definitely. I got that white all over my nail. And that's fine, because I'm gonna have to file off this design. So if a little gets cured on there, it's still okay. Alright. Clean up the edges here after I throw it on my dental bib and take some of the white off again. The white off my finger, so that's definitely not okay. Gosh, my hands are dry. Yeah. I'm going to wet one of these micro Q-tip thingies and get it off the base of my nails here. I'm getting really tight with this. There. Wipe it off on my dental bib. Keep it moving. Some more alcohol. And I didn't get that side with the white right here. Okay, I'm gonna cure that. It's gonna need a second coat of white, I do believe. Or maybe not. I don't think I will put a second coat of white. We're done with our white. Okay, we're doing some pat gels with this. I've got this one. Let me zoom out a little bit. And it's got these colors in it. And then also this one with these pastel colors in it. So between these two, we're gonna do our two-tone flowers. So we're gonna start with the light and the center is gonna be dark. So we'll start with the light, like I said. I'm going to take my palette here. No, I'm not using this palette. I take that back. I'm going to use this palette because it's got a little bit of grit to it, and I find it works a lot better for using the pat gels because it kind of takes excess off somehow. It works. That's all I have to say. It works. So we're going to get us some sponges going. There's a pink, a blue, a purple, and what other color? Pink, blue, purple. I guess orange. I've never seen an orange impatient, but again, it's art. So that looks the same color. We'll just use a green in place of it. Like I said, let's start with the yellow one. When we switch over the other colors, of course, I'll get different sponges in a new palette. So the orange is going to have a yellow flower with an orange center. You see what I mean by the grit, what it's doing here? So I think this one will be the yellow one. So we're just gonna pat over top of the white. And of course there's going to be a second layer of it. Some on the corner there so I can cover this white here. Try to get the edges here. I mean, you can come back and paint in the edges if you wanted. I'm trying to do it this way all the way. This is also just a mock-up because I want to see, do I want to do this to my nails? I'm going to clean up as I go. Okay, now I'm going to switch to the pink. Get me some pink out of here. Blot it off. And she's gonna go down here. wasn't enough pink down here. I love Pat Pat gels because it's just fun. You know, there's no real technique other than where you're putting it. So it's pretty easy. So when you're wanting a easy laid back day, but you want some new nails or you want to decorate a nail, Pat Pat gels. Perfect. Perfect for ombres. They're just perfect. You can't get in a hole. Put it on the corner of the sponge. You'll get in there. Plus, when you're doing this patting, it looks like it's textured. I think that helps out too. All right, now let's do our blue. Blue. Which I'm a pink girly, but I feel like this blue and the purple are gonna turn out the prettiest. I just feel it in my soul. So we'll see. And it's not because of which flower I picked to put it on. I just feel like the colors pop a lot more. And now purple. I mean, I suppose you could add a large amount and then just pat it out, but I feel like it works better when you don't. See, this is such a light lavender. Maybe I was wrong. I feel like it needs a second coat on that purple, but I'm gonna cure this for 60 seconds and then come back. Also, I'm gonna use the blue in this for the dark instead of this. This is Jellies, but I think the royal blue in this will look better. And I'm gonna do another layer of the purple because it's showing up just so light. Try to get some in there. Yeah, it's just a very light purple. I don't believe I'm gonna do a third coat. I think this is it. I might redo the pink as well, but the yellow and the blue look really good to me. So I'm gonna leave those. Just go over the two lighter ones. I'm surprised the yellow didn't do this, and it certainly did not. That looks good. Right after I get some pink in that little hole right there. There we go. That looks a lot better. Now I'm gonna cure that for 60 seconds, and then we'll come back and do the centers with the darker color. Oh wait, I do have to do the blue because I missed a spot. So cover that spot up real quick. Oh, right here too. Missed a whole bunch of the blue. clean that up. Got some blue on the background. Gotta clean that up. Come on, blue, get on there. Okay. Now I really have to get in there and clean that up. I just made a mess. But I got the white parts that I couldn't get before. There we go. Now I'm here for 6 seconds. In the meantime, we're done with the macaron set. You see how it's sticking out, that blue? Definitely getting on the lid, but I got a little on the lid. So it's okay. Let's clear this out. And I'll get set up for the next. It's all dry. Now, I'm gonna cut these in half because we want to zero in on the center, and I just feel like I can't do that with these being this big. So I'm hoping by cutting them in half, I can pick them up differently. That's not what I wanted. Yeah, that's not gonna work for me. So let's try a different way. Maybe round one side of them, cut the corners off. Let's see if this works. Now, put it there. Yes, that works a lot better. So, let me get 3 more and do the same thing to it. 1, 2, and 3. And like I did the first time, I'm just going to cut the corners off one side, all 4 corners on the one side. So when you pick it up from the other side, it bulges out and gives you a more narrow spot. So there's the side I cut, and I put it face down. So when I pick it up, that's the more narrow side. And I'll do it one more time. So I got all 4 colors for it. I think if I do my nails like this, which is looking like I might, I'm gonna make the flower smaller. More spaced out, maybe some French tips with some flowers only on the French part, you know, change it up, make it my own. All right, now first thing I want to do is, I think, the purple. So we're going to use our purple here. I'm going to blot it off on the palette. And you see how light this purple is. We just want it in the center. I mean, not the very center. You want it to you know, like ombre outwards. Now see, that looks like a butterfly. It's not ombreing out the way I wanted it to. That might be the downfall of how I cut it. I want to get it in those crevices. Okay, trying to be too precise. I think I messed up. Okay. Let me try something else. Like, let's get a little brush here. Just a little brush. I'm gonna go in here. So I can get in those creases there. I'm gonna go up the petals a little bit. Okay, now let's try a different color. This time, I think I won't use the skinny side, I'll just use the regular. And we'll go into the pink. Go in the center of the pink. Yeah, I just got a little carried away with it. Okay. I think we're looking good. Alright, then with the pink, flip this over, and I'm going to go into this citron yellow. It's supposed to be like a neon yellow, but it's citron. It's more of a greenish yellow. And we're going into the middle of the yellow with this. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Ooh, I was so wrong. Nope, I was wrong. Let me cure this so I can flip it over and use it. Cured it so I can flip it over to its side, because I forgot I'm putting orange in the middle of the yellow. So let me get this orange, blot it out, and we're doing orange in the middle. That's right. You need a little more. Move our white out a little. Try to get some more orange on there. Get in that little crease. Okay. And last but not least, we are going into the jelly blue, which is this one right here, to go on our blue flower. I don't know if these are technically Pat Pats because they're jelly, but I believe you can use them that way. They're awfully thick. That's how I'm gonna use it. And I knew it. I just knew the blue was going to be the best looking one, and it is. Look how pretty those blues go. Look at that. Now I'm going to cure these for 60 seconds, and I'm going to go in with a second coat. Alright, let's go in for a second coat. We'll start with the blue since I already got it. And this time I'm going to go towards the center a little more, so the very center is darker. So I'm trying to really get it on the tip of that sponge. Oh, really dark in there. Okay, now we're going to go in with the pink, and I'm going to get it on the tip of the corner of the sponge because I just want it right in the center. I want it darker in the center. Okay, the orange. Going back with the corner. Okay, and then the purple. Going for the corner again. I don't think we're getting too dark in the center unless we get it different. The blue, like I said, the blue turned out the best. But I'm gonna cure this for another 60 seconds. Then I'm gonna come back and top coat it and put our centers on. I'm gonna put us a glossy top coat on. This is Venalisa glossy top. And you wanna get in those creases so you're not taking away all the texture. Getting around it. Like I said, you want to keep your texture. I guess that blue one just really is popping. This top coat smells like burnt. It's like burnt tar or something burnt. Alright, cure that for 60 seconds. The centers, we're going to use these Aurora rhinestones. I'm thinking this size rather than this, or maybe this size, I don't know. These will probably fit the size better, but we will see. Yeah, I think this is gonna do it, the bigger size. Now, for rhinestone glue, I highly recommend Macart rhinestone glue. I prefer the thicker consistency one, which this is it. I have the thinner one, but this one just really works better for me. I just don't like it leaks out if you don't have it setting up this way. So, put this on there. It dries non-sticky and it holds things in place. So I'm just gonna put them on all 4 of them. And it should hold the rhinestones in place wherever I put them. A rhinestone picker, crystal katana, and pick me up my rhinestones. Now I think since the one is further off the side than the other, don't know if it's gonna look quite right, but we're gonna try. This is a slightly smaller stone for that one. See how they just stay in place with some thick rhinestone glue. Go ahead and cure that for 60 seconds. And there we have it. Isn't she pretty? I feel like I would definitely want these smaller if I put them on my nails. And like I said, I'll use clay so they don't settle down like these did. These just started leveling out way too fast. And I think with the pat pat, I would do the pat pat still. But towards the very center, I think I would paint on the darker color with a liner brush, you know, to come out towards the petals better. But all in all, doesn't look too bad. So please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me again. Have a wonderful day, night, year, month, everything. And bye, my little hotties.